Hi children, how are you? I hope you are fine there. Yesterday I taught you three questions first part. Yes or no? Do you understand that? Today I am going to teach you second part. Second part of three questions which was written by Leo Tolstoy. Before going to the second part, I want to revise the first part. What are the important points covered in the first part? In the first part, the king asked three questions. The king got doubt of three questions. He wanted to know answers of three questions. He thinks that if he knows the three answers, he would be a successful king and his kingdom never fails. So he asked many people. Many people came and gave their answers. But those answers were not at all satisfied by the king. So the king decided to go to the forest to seek the advice of hermit. At that time, hermit was digging the ground. So our king went there and he asked his three questions. But the hermit did not give any reply and he was busy in digging the ground. So our king also helped him. Up to this first part covered. Yes or no children? So let us start the second part. So this was second part. Three questions which was written by Leo Tolstoy. Okay, I'll show you one line. Please observe this all of you. Here comes someone running. Once again I am reading children. Here comes someone running. Okay, please observe this which was written in double quotation. Here comes someone running. Someone was running and coming there. Okay, here already hermit and king were there, no? At the time, one man was running there. One man was coming there. Who was that man? You can see him in the next picture. Observe this picture children. Yes, here how many members were there? Yes, three members were there. One was king, hermit, and third one was nothing but one man. Who was that man, do you know? He was a bearded man, a man with beard. So he was a bearded man. So who was running and coming there? He was nothing but bearded man. So the king saw him. Not only king but also the hermit, both of them saw him. Blood was flowing from him. So blood was flowing, continuously flowing from him. Then that bearded man, the man with beard was fainted. Fainted means, do you know, lost consciousness. So he lost consciousness and fell to the ground. So what happened? Immediately the king and the hermit, both of them removed the man's clothing. Then they observed that there was a wound in his stomach. You can see in the picture. So there was a wound in his stomach. So the king washed the wound and covered it with a handkerchief. Do you know children what happened? The blood kept on flowing till the blood was flowing. So the king redressed him and gave him fresh water to drink. Okay children, understood no? Now the man was feeling better. So see that one. He was nothing but a bearded man. The king saw him. So the blood was flowing from him, I told you now. So he was fainted and also fell to the ground. That means he lost his consciousness and fell down to the ground. Then immediately the king and the hermit, both of them removed the man's clothing and they observed that there was a wound in his stomach. That's why blood was flowing. So the king washed the wound and covered it with a handkerchief. But still now the blood was flowing. So the king redressed him and gave him some fresh water. Now that man was feeling better. So king and the hermit, both of them carried that man into the bed. Okay, understood children? Both of them, that means king and the hermit, both of them carried that man with bearded man into the bed. Okay, now the man was sleeping on the bed. Our king was also tired, no? So he was also sleeping on the floor. Children, do you understand this? Even though he was a king, he was sleeping on the floor because he was tired, no? That's why. So like this, so that man was sleeping restfully, happily. So next morning, so this was today, it was next morning. So next morning, the bearded man asked for the next morning. The bearded man came and asked, "Please forgive me, sir. Please forgive me, sir. Please." He's begging for the king's forgiveness. Yes, children. Then the king was shocked and surprised. Why? Why should I forgive you? What is the mistake? What did you done? Why? Why are you asking my forgiveness? Why? What happened? Then now the bearded man is telling his total story. He told his story, total scenario to him. So let us see what happened. See, do you know children? The bearded man actually he came to kill the king. Understood? In the picture we saw a bearded man. That bearded man, actually his plan was to kill the king. Okay, why did he plan to kill the king? Because the king put his brother to death. Okay, the king put that bearded man's brother to death and also seized his property. Do you know seized means? Took by force. You can see that meaning. So seized means took by force. So the king put his brother to death and seized his property. So what happened? That's why the bearded man got angry and he wanted to take revenge on him. That's why he came to kill him. But what happened? The bodyguard was there no in the forest. King's bodyguard. He left his bodyguard there no. That bodyguard saw him and wounded him and attacked him. So that's why he got that injury on his stomach. So what happened? Actually that man, that bearded man came to kill the king, but the king had saved him. Understood these children? Okay, actually that man, that means that bearded man came to kill. He wants to kill the king, but now what happened? Now the king had saved him. Understood? So that's why the bearded man was asking forgiveness. Please forgive me. I did mistake. Please sir, please forgive me. Now the king was promising, okay, he promised to serve the bearded man, and also he sent his servants, doctor along with him, and also he promised to give back his property. Okay, he promised to give back his property. So now the bearded man was very happy and he thanked him and he went there. Understood children? So the king promised that he'll serve him, and also he sent his servants and doctors along with the bearded man, and also he promised to give back the property, that means to give his property back. So now the bearded man was very very happy and thanked him. Okay children, up to here understood? Okay, now the bearded man went away. So now how many members were there now? Yes, still two are there. Who are those? King and the hermit. Okay, now both are there. Again now hermit was sowing seeds. Okay, yesterday they had dug the day before, no, they had dug the ground, no. Now he was sowing seeds. He was sowing seeds in the beds, so that had been dug the day before. So again now the king was begging. He was not asking, he was requesting, he was pleading. Please sir, please tell me the answers of these three questions. Again the king begs hermit to answer his three questions. Okay, now do you know children what is the answer given by the hermit? Hermit said that you have already been answered. You have already been answered. That means you know already answers. You have already given answers. Then now the king was really shocked. What sir? I didn't have any answers. What are the answers I have? Now the hermit is explaining him. Yesterday, if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, definitely you would have gone that way. Yes or no? Yes, yesterday if you had not pitied my weakness and if you had not dug these beds, definitely you would have gone that way. So what will happen? That bearded man would have attacked you. Okay, so for you this one not happened. So what happened? That bearded man definitely would have attacked you. So the most important time for you, the most important time was nothing but digging the beds. Yesterday you were digging the beds and you helped me. So that was the most important time for you. And also I was the most important person to you. Later that bearded man was the important person to you. Okay, so that man was with you, so he was the important person to you, and I was with you, so I'm the important person to you. Next, that bearded man. So next, you did the most important thing. You helped me a lot. Later, you helped that man also. So you did something good. So this only, those are the answers to you. So what is his reply? He said that if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone that way. Definitely you would have gone that way. Then that bearded man would have attacked you. But you didn't do that. So the most important time you spent was digging the beds. Okay, you just yesterday you was digging the beds. That was the most important time for you, and I was the most important person to you, and later that bearded man was important to you. So whatever you did yesterday was the most important thing. Okay, so he says reply. He gave reply that. So most right time to begin something. What's the right time to begin something? Your first question answer is now itself. Yes, at that moment only you acted. So now is the best. Now is the right time to begin something. And also your second question, which people should he listen to? Which people should you have to listen? No. So which people are important? Yes, person with you in that particular moment. I was with you at that time, so you helped me a lot. Later that man was with you, so you helped him a lot. So I was the important person to you. Later that man was the important to you. So which people should he listen to means persons with you in that particular moment. Then next your third question, what is the most important thing for him to do? So your most important thing was doing good to others. You just yesterday you helped him a lot. Okay, you just helped him a lot. So you did good to him. You gave his property back and you helped him. You sent your messengers, servants, doctors along with him. So you did good. Okay, so without you that man won't be healed. So you did the best thing. So right time to begin something was now itself. Which people should he listen to means persons with you in that particular moment. The most important thing for you to do is doing good to others. So you learned all this. Now the king understood. Yes sir, I had learned all those. Okay, thank you sir. For me the most important time was now itself. Okay, whatever time we have, yes, this was the important time for us. So the most important time I had learned that the most important time was now itself. Most important persons for me was persons with us who came to meet me, who came to ask me something. They were the most important persons to me. And most important business thing, so nothing but doing good to others. Okay, so these things, thank you sir, thank you so much. I had learnt all these things. So children understood now. Do you understand all this? So now the king had learnt all these questions answers. The king got answers of all these questions, so he was very happy now. So the king learned all this and he went away to his kingdom. So now he was very happy and he was ruling there very happily. Okay, understood this children? So finally, what do we learn from this story? Okay, as a student, what do you learn from this story? What do you learn from this story? Let us see this. So children, we learned that we should not postpone anything for tomorrow. Why? Because now is the best time to do anything. We don't know what will happen in the next minute. So now is the best time to do anything and we should not postpone anything for tomorrow. Okay, we had learned this one. And persons with us are very important to us. Whoever with us, those are very, very important to us. So persons with us are very important to us. The next third one, the most important thing for us is helping others and doing good to others. Whatever we have, we should help others. We should do good to others. That is the best thing we should learn. Okay children, understood now? So we learned from this story, we should not postpone anything for tomorrow. Now is the best time. Now only we have the time to do anything. So now is the best time to do anything. So persons with us are very, very important, and the most important thing which we can do, which we have to do, is nothing but helping others and doing good to others. Okay children, so I think you enjoyed this story and I hope you all must read all these meanings and each and every line from the textbook, and I'm going to give you textual grammar in the next video. Thank you for watching this.